ツイートしましたね。はい、こんばんは。ブラブです。そうですね。今日もプロリーグを見ていきましょう。今日はね、まあすごい EU ってね、実は久々の試合になってまして、前回やったのがね、6月の29日なんですよね。だから2週間ぶりという形になってますね。はい。今日はちょっと2試合ぐらいは見たいかなと。本当は G2 も見たいんですけど、ちょっと3時半開始なんでね、終わると4時半になっちゃうんで、ちょっと体力が残ったらって感じですね。で、今日はルッキングフォー ORG ね、リストリーム e スポーツですね、元。なんか名前が変わったみたいで、ルッキングフォー ORG という名前になってます。ね、ロゴも変わってるんでね、これ多分、なんていうんですかね、買収っていうか、なんていうんですか、はい。多分企業の回収が入ったのかなと思ってるんですけど、ちょっと詳しくはちょっとわかんないですけどね、はい。あと、ルッキングフォーとネイビーですね。リストリームね。元リストリームのルッキング4が今1位ということで全勝でね今来てるんで、そこがどうなるかなという形ですね。チームエンパイアこの間 G2 に引き分けをしたので、ルッキング 4ORG ここが今単独で1位という形になってます。でね、今日戦うのはネイビーで、ここも3勝1敗という形でね、ここでルッキング4に、負けをつけることができればね、同着になるという形の、戦力図形なんで、ドキというね、選手が今シーズン入りまして、そのドキが結構いい動きをしているというね、チームになってます、ネイビー。ネイビーね、昨シーズンは、何位だったかな、6位ぐらいだったかな。こういうオペレーターの番とか見せてくれるんですね。やっぱ EU 圏はこれがあるからね、いいですよね。イン、ブリッツ、フィンカー、フューズ、違うわ。これ、あれイン2つね。これイン2つあるよね。フロストカプカンタチャンカ。ここがね、0% ですね、ピックね。防衛はかなり番寄ってますね。キャッスルとか、モジーとか、もうちょっと正直バーンされてもいいのかなって気しますけど。はい。あとね、今日、ケイオスペンタっていうのが2試合目あるんで、ちょっと、ケイオスペンタに関してはね、今シーズン結構、下位グループのうちなんですけど、EU 圏でもね、下位グループだとこういう戦いをするのかっていう感じでね、見れると思うんで、両方とも 1ウィン3ルーズですね。1ウィン、1ウィン、1ウィン、ワンウィン、まあなんか変ですよね。はい。で、まあ G2 がね、今シーズンは結構負けをたくさんつけちゃってるんで、まあそこがどうなるかっていうところも見ていきたいんですけどね、まあバイタリーだったら正直勝てるかなっていう感じがしますね。まあ、ただね、バイタリティネイビーに勝ってんのかな、ネイビーに勝ってるんですよね。そうなるとね、まあどうなるのかなっていうのはちょっと若干気になるものの、カフェだったんでね、バイタリティとネイビーの戦いは。あ、違うな。コンスレーションかなあ、クラブハウス。クラブハウスか。見てないんですよね。バイタリティとネイビーとかは。すいません。最後にね、エンパイアと、この岐阜っていうチームになったんですけど、まあ、マウス e スポーツですね。もっと。マウス、あれ ?E あったかな、マウススポーツ。マウス e スポーツ。マウススポーツ。マウススポーツか。まあね、今ね、マウススポーツが今一番負け越してるので、まあ今、岐阜というチームになったんですが、GIFU e スポーツ。はい。もうここもね、また、まあ、買収されたのかなのかわかんないですけど、名前が変わってますね。だから2チームね、名前がね、この2週間の間に変わったっていう感じですね、EU 圏のチームが。なんですけれども、まあ、チームエンパイアが今、2位ということで、この今日やるルッキング4がね、1位。まあ、ルッキング4とネイビーの戦い結構面白いかなと。まあ、それで、ケイオスペンタもね、まあ結構面白いかなと思ってます。まあ、戦力的にはですけどね。結構面白い感じになるんじゃないかなと思ってます。まあ、本当は G2 とかもね、見たいんですけど、ちょっと、まあ、眠くなければ見ますって感じです。まあ、ルッキング 4RG はこう、安定して個人力が高いなってイメージがすごい強いですね、個人的には。全員の個人力とか個人技っていうのが、すごい高いレベルかなって思ってます。まあ、ヒックスとかエイシーズとかね、まあそういう結構まあキルを取りに行くようなオペレーターというかプレイヤーも目立つは目立つんですけど、やっぱ仲間もりもねしっかりしてるなっていう印象がすごい強いですね。遊撃も強いし中も強いみたいな。で攻めもね結構戦略性があって、ああなるほどなっていうのをこう意図を感じるような攻めをしてくれるんで、結構ねまあ G2 じゃねえやエンパイアとかだとね結構そのジョイスティックの個人技みたいなところでがっつりいくみたいな結構あると思うんですけど、まあそれよりはこうちゃんと戦略性を持って全員で攻めるみたいなでかつ個人技があるみたいな感じがするのがリストリームかなみたいな気がしてますね。うん。
Maybe you can look at Navi having a bit of a higher percentage, but Navi still have to prove themselves on bigger stages. They're performing well, but we need to really bump it up to get.
Well, LFO is showing though, and that's the thing is like you could bump Navi's a little bit higher, but in doing so you'd be taking away from LFO, which I think deserves the 61%.
There's a reason why they're considered. Well, they are the best team in Europe right now, and they're playing so well. This is of course in the online stage. We'll head into the game now on Coastline, but even DreamHack Valencia, I mean, what now 2 minors in a row, LFO are in the grand final. That's pretty darn impressive, considering that these are 2 tournaments they've had right after their playtime in Milan, where they got knocked out on the quarters in dismal fashion. Corey comes in, everybody melts very well together, and here they are 2 events later at the top. Pretty darn good for them.
おー、ライオン。なんか久々に見た気がするな、EU 圏でライオンの番。そうでもないか。あ、バック。バックは珍しいな。コーストラインでしょ。ああ、まあ。
However, it definitely should lead to a little bit more variety in how the vertical play happens because of the lack of the bug.
It makes a lot of sense. Rise is actually a pretty insane bug.
Yeah.
One of the best in Europe, that's for sure.
Let's ban Mozzie.
Aces, a family show.
There we go.
They are!
All right.
Wow.
No joking. That's a rare ban. I mean, he is a new operator that has actually been seeing a lot of play. Yeah, just not a lot of bans. I think a lot of people looking to abuse them on both sides. It's one of those ones where it's like, you know he's powerful, you know you don't necessarily deal with him, but you also want to use him. So it just doesn't often get banned for that reason.
I mean, there was a time where you didn't really have any of them in play, so.
まあね、こうやって見るとやっぱリストリームというか、まあルッキングフォワールで抜け目ねえなみたいな個人技がみんなこう光るようなオペレーターじゃないプレイヤーしかいないですよね。ライジーズもライズズヒックスアルファマエイジーズコレイ。
You don't necessarily need to always use it for stuns and things like that, or even plant denial. You really can use it to help support your roamers to an extent, get a lot of ping going on, or even just above sight. Especially on a bomb site like this, where you don't necessarily need to see through smoke. It certainly helps to do so, but you know where they're going. You know where they're going to be planting on default. Most of the time, you can get some idea if they're running into the smoke right there. You don't need to see their exact positioning because you know where it's going to be.
やっぱこういうとこがいいですよね、EU の配信って。どこにつけてるかとかちゃんと見せてくれるんですよね。今ここだなんとかわかるじゃないですか。ああ、これバレたんでね。ああ。この破壊でバレましたね。今逃げようとしてたんですね。こう速攻で割ってきたから、もうおそらくこれバレてんなってことで多分逃げようとしましたね。妖怪ドローン早いな。もうびっくり外ですね。
Yep, there's everything in play really here, so it's a lot of pressure for LFO, and yeah, it's only one yokai drone, but it actually has more of an effect than you might imagine.
Well, we saw where the other one was placed in the
いいですね。音でちゃんといろいろな方向を入れてますね。
It was dropped by a hatch.
Okay, so then it was the same one.
Yeah. That's the one that was lost. I'm sure the second one is still in the back pocket or used on someone close to the site.
Corey being his very aggressive self here could be that first pick if he's not careful. Yeah, he gets a lot of opening kills, but now he's the oopening death. I mean, had he landed a kill on the
まあドッキの置きが今のは刺さってますね。置き方がこう決め打ちをされてもというような置き方ですね。ああ、でもヒックスがこうやり返すと。いいですね。いやーこれはいいな。まあ1分15秒でまだこの状況だったら全然いいですよね。VIP の車線しか通ってないという感じですね。あと1分なんで今これ攻め相当きついですね。まあ明かりも取りましたけどここからがきついんでね。でもこれいい展開ですね。でもねここちょっと抜けなかったみたいな。今の抜きたかったですね。そこドロワーの見てくれっていう指示ですね。なるほど。多分音ですね、今の。音で多分おそらくいるっていうことは気づいて。おお、ナイス。なるほど。これきついですね。いやー、でもそれは回るんだ。でも裏抑えられてますね。
That's the perfect thing that you want to do here. Just make sure that you have control of the outside of the map. Now low HP, but lost the gunfight, leaving Hicks all on his own. Low HP as well on the Maestro. Will have to fight against both Citizen and Nello. Citizen is right around the corner. An easy kill. That's the end of the round.
うまいですね。まあちょっとプラントに行ったタイミングが結構最初のプレイで行ったから結構効いてた感じですね。VIP の進行と同時にね、プラント1回目で行ったっていうのは結構特徴的でしたね。結構フェイント多いんですけど。
So quickly, they lose both the yokai drones early. Yes, they get the IQ, but at that point, too little, too late, and that's really just not a good starting round there for LFO. Just a little sloppy, and Navi looking a little bit more on top of it. It looked like a pretty fluid attack for the most part. They had a plan. They pretty much
1回目か、そうか。最近はね、結構ほんとフェイント多くて、何回目かでこうプラントするみたいなのが多いんですけど、まあ1ラウンド目っていうこともあってね、まあ大胆にいったのかなっていうのはちょっとありますね。
I guess the big problem with the last round was Alphamar losing his yokais.
Yeah, that does not help at all, especially when then you're losing.
なるほど。あ、面白いですね。へえ。はあ、そこに。なるほど。へえ。キッチン守るんですね。へえ、なるほど。ああ、はいはいはいはいはいはいはい。なるほどね。これ割と強いかもな。まあ、ロングね、結構その進行されやすいんで、まあキッチンの進行とキッチンのその横の道、キッチンのサウス側かな、サウス側の道進行されやすいんで、そこを防ぐためにああいう仕掛けをしてる感じですね。でまあ中はもうこれね、これ突き下げガンガン来やすいんで、逆にこのキッチンをこれ取らせないことによって、まあ車線イージーキルをさせるような車線を引かせないというような形ですね。ああでも早いですね。ちょっとおお、これはイージーだな。ドキがちょっとイージーすぎましたね今は。
Now we're going to get the identify onto him. That's going to make a little bit more pressure for him to not play on the stairs. Citizen, though, taking out Fama means those yokais again neutralized.
ちょっとスモーク落ちちゃったら、あ、スモークじゃねえよ。アルファもか。
So he's getting neutralized very easily. Saves, though. Nice kill there from Aces, and that's going to turn things around a little bit. I think that's worth it. Losing the yokais, but getting the kill on both the Ash and the IQ means a lot of the high-speed fragging is going to be slow.
Your spearhead has been shut down. And of course, with the echo being lost, not at the end of the world.
この突き下げで見られてるの結構痛いですね。もうポイントにいないっていうのこれ明らかに分かっちゃってるんで。
Try to grasp onto a plan. They at least have a heart breacher with a decent chunk of time to play with. Citizen actually moves forward with the ITA, opening up more of the wall for his teammate to walk in as Nello.
ポイントの足跡のね少なさ的にねもういないっていうの分かっちゃってるはずなんでね。まあ念のため回してっていう形ですね。
From Aces and maybe some impact aids from Rise. Nope, he brought a deploy with Shield. So it's all down to really Aces to do any kind of plant denial outside of just straight gunfights.
出ますね、これ。オフィス側から出ますね。
Peeks around the outside, but there's nobody in there, and he makes sure he doesn't hold down his sprint button. Well, actually, he goes back to it, and now it just makes a lot of noise up in the pool.
これはもういやらしい仕掛けですね。
ああ、
ちょっとスモーク落ちちゃったら混じりたいな。あー、なるほどね。とはいえおお、まあでもドンピですね。
They That was definitely
ああ、
unfortunate
やっ
for
というシーン
Navi
でした
because
が、
they
まあ、あ
actually
そこ
had a
ね、
pretty
カウ
good
ンターある
setup
ん
there
で
in terms
ね、
of denying a lot of the plant denial. They were set up with the smokes.
ちょっと
They
秒
just
数が足り
didn't
な
go
かった
for
です
plants at
ね。
that point. They were still focused too much on the upstairs, too much on trying to hold that position because they figured, okay, we've got to hold hookah to be able to go for a plant, but they didn't have enough manpower left to really start setting up the plant. And then it certainly didn't help that you had aces upstairs distracting them, opening up windows. They just did not feel comfortable enough, and they spent so much that last 30 seconds just kind of hanging out, trying to figure out how they wanted to approach it. So getting those early picks onto the IQ and the Ash, I think, made a huge difference there in terms of, like I said, slowing them down. And that's what you got to do as a defender, right? They're going to try that again in terms of slowing them down. This time with Corey on a little bit of a different roam operator. He's going to be on the Alibi instead of the Jaeger. And we're going to see a Nomad to try and help control those late flanks.
これキッチンね、もう次々に変えてきて、攻め方を絞らせないというか、あれ、どんな守り方してたっけみたいな。そんなことをこう思わせるようなね、防衛のか乱みたいな。
It doesn't always, this is kind of a 50-50 site, so it doesn't really grant you the biggest percentage in win rate, but if only we had stuff for like specific teams and what they do.
We'll get there.
One day.
One day.
All we great numbers.
Eventually we'll have too many numbers and we won't even be able to make sense of half of them.
I mean, we already make no sense, Stefan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but we don't play
いや、
the
よくいきますね、これね。
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
It's gone crazy.
Saves by the Lamborghini doorway now.
あれ、エアジョブも一個持ってないのによく見るな。
Mostly for your Nomad later on in the round. Taking control of... No, actually we'll dive away, so...
You have to take control of Penthouse. They're going to have to do this eventually, but it looks like they're just taking a different approach to it. Going to open up the hatch instead with the IT.
上がいそうだぞという
So,
こ
I mean,
と
that
で
seems
言
like a smart
ってる
approach.
感
Take
じ
it
です
a bit
ね。
more top down.
まあ、シャト取る、
Do some
取りに行
droning
ってる
of
感
it
じですね。
and see if you can catch any footprints of anyone from any angles from the hatch. If you can beforehand, try and catch some roamers. I mean, at the very least, try and maybe even open up a bit of the bathroom wall despite the Hall of Fame. Just take full advantage of your ability to see if roamers might be around, because there certainly is. Aces and Corey maybe both playing around there. I saw Corey's hologram. But now, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Citizen now catching Ace's footprint puts a ton of pressure on him. He does have the yokai to help. As you mentioned, the way that Alfama usually uses those to support, but it's actually Hicks.
うん、まあ降りないかなと思ったんですけど降りましたね。
Instead, going to be on a different camera position on his Evil Eyes instead.
Yeah, it really depends. Sometimes you don't really have the best of play days, so it's okay in both Hicks.
It's good.
And Alfama kind of switch around.
ああいうのどうやって判断するんでしょうね。これ降りれるかなとか降りれないかなみたいなのって。
Aces though still a bit hurt, but he manages to get away unscathed, and they burned a minute and a half. So good on him because that's a C4 preserved potentially round ender.
It was used.
上下かな今。
Did not hit. I think he threw it
フ
into the
ッカー
back.
前2人いませんでした今。
Someone, but it was
壁
lost
1枚
really in
挟
the
んで。
engagement. So he ends up.
おー。
How is he still alive? Oh my God! Count your lucky stars, my man. This is just
Yeah.
okay.
You ban Buck all day long, but people can just ITA the floor as well.
You got ITA, you got a lot of breaching charges, change of breaching charges, and even stunning players below them has definitely been paying off pretty well. A lot of teams have been switching around to
なん
it.
か攻めは1箇所に固まってるけど防衛は結構散らばってるみたいな面白い感じになってますね。
Even Thatchers have been running a lot of breaching charges recently to combo with an IQ, and that's exactly
あ
what
ー
you
そ
have
れはや
here.
ばいな。
Aces now is back downstairs in the entry. Saved will
これ
find
や
the
ば
kill
い。
on Hicks. It's later in
な
the
る
round.
ほど。
Huge fill now on the Echo as we get closer to the end of the round. This is exactly where you'd like to have those yokais in play. Alfama boosted up to go for
あーでも
some
これは
fire
そうで
as
すね。
Corey will dive on
多分
in.
最初は
With the
1回目に
smoke,
来て
Aces
たん
finds
で
one, and Jackal actually on that double kill for Corey. They're both
という感じ
right
です
next
ね。
to him here. The entryway. Doki will come in from behind as now will find one
Wow.
kill. Corey on the floor with a triple kill, but no, the refrag. Is there any time left? No, there is not. And LFO again.
うん。
We'll take another round. Mistimed for Navi.
That was such a phenomenal play by Corey. Just saying, you know what? Bring the smoke. I'm going to push on into it because you know what you're going to be doing? Just busy
近寄ったのは多分最初のプレイだったから、あ、もしかしたらまた来るかもしれないっていう近寄りだったと思いますね。で、そしたらまあ音が鳴ってたんで、あ、これはもうプラントしてるなと。そういう多分プレイだったと思いますね、今のは。なんで最初のこの揺さぶりが、ある意味、裏目にも出たし、
getting the kill onto him first, and then the diffuser
まあ
planter. Perfectly played.
最初のラウンドとしてなんで裏目に出たかって言われるとちょっと、まあ、微妙なところなんですけど、まあ時間がなかったっていうのももちろんありますけどね。
You're either getting killed one of the players that's required to protect the diffuser, or the other one that's going for it, and he'll have to get off of the plant, which will grant you more time to fight
割とイージーな逆突っ込みというかやられちゃった感じですね今のね。もったいない。まあしょうがないですね。
Well, interestingly enough, though, they're going to keep those evil eyes, but they're going to just drop the yokais altogether. Just not seeing a whole lot of value out of Echo. It's fair enough. They make that assessment. Instead, the Side Alfama's black eyes will actually be a little bit more useful because that's two sets of eyes, the black and the evil. That'll be doing a lot of work, just spotting things around without having to spend all of their time kind of maneuvering them. And maybe that's a smarter approach. Alfama can play a little bit more flexible while they'll still have the passive intel from anyone who dies.
結構あっち側に投げたな。
Navi again bringing the same lineup here.
あ、でも大体土器がね、IQ なんで。あ、でも一瞬今バルカム映ったのに見なかったな。
Hindsight's 2020, but they are definitely going to be thinking about maybe we need to do a better job guarding the plants with those air jabs and not use them all so early this time. Oh, this is so aggressive. Citizen.
Oh, he fires into him and Rise falls. Oh no, having the smoke being lost up close.
結構危なくないかそれ。確実に復帰ないって分かってるのかな。ああ、そうか一人もう生物が入ってんだね。
And there, yeah, that's what happened before. The drone hole got used to shoot
あ、
through
下から撃
people.
たれてますね。
Wasn't great.
火花のペー
Those
スと。
positions are important. You can never forget about those drone holes. Aces is taking a bit of damage, but he's going to have to continue to play a little bit more aggressive roam like he's doing with Corey because it seems to be a decent pairing. But the Jackal still being alive means one of them is likely to get tracked here, maybe even Alfama.
Actually, was Aces juggling on Disruptor downstairs to block the top for Havana?
Oh, that's clever.
I'm not sure if he was,
う
but I saw
ん、
him.
まあ結構多分時間が迫ってきちゃって負けてるパターンが多いので、ちょっと早めに行こう早めに行こうって感じですね。
This point in
多
time,
分。
just awaiting information by the lobby, and there's nobody out there, so there's no reason for him to do so. He can
まあただね、
definitely
結
sneak up
構
behind
その、まあ今のところ刺さってないですけど、裏取り結構警戒できてないんですよね、さっきから。おお、また行くね。
fire a couple rounds downstairs and give away his
あー、
position.
お
Firing
お。
right in. Corey will find it. Nello eliminated in Doki.
そうだよね。
At least turning off one. Hicks with another one.
や
On
っ
to
ぱ
Doki.
裏取りが、
And of course the important part. The fuser's on the floor.
まあ裏取りというかね、こういう、
Citizen on the ingress.
まあ裏の
He's not able to stay alive. A second one as well for Corey.
ローミングがちゃんと警戒できてないですね、結構。
And he's spotted at the top. Ace is going to fire it into the floorboards, and the fuse is going to get picked up. Nitro cell thrown right into Kendrew.
うん。
Aces will connect from below, and that's the end of the
多分
round.
下の車線です
LFO
ね
in
今。
complete control for this one. I think it just took them a few rounds to find their groove.
Well, what I think that they did
Wow.
that round that was very smart is they realized Navi had been going for plant.
平面からも一応射撃は入ってましたけど、下で最後の一撃って感じですね。
So LFO said, well, they're not focused on the roamers. They use the Jackal to try and control the roamer, but the Jackal wasn't really finding a lot out of an Alfama behind the bar anyways. Let's just play to the fact that they're going to move into position. We're going to give them those positions, right? We're going to let them into Aqua. We're going to let them play as aggressive as they want to, but then we're going to hit them from below. You saw them get the diffuser kill, the C4. They just completely played right into the trap that LFO set for them, and they played just full roam as much as they wanted to because Citizen was focused on taking the upstairs. He wasn't catching the footprints of the roamers. He wasn't roam hunting like he really probably should have been, and just their lack of focus on roamers, LFO absolutely just capitalizing on that. And if Navi don't change, I could see LFO continuing to capitalize on that for the next 2 rounds.
4 rounds, if they can achieve it here for LFO. 4 rounds on defense on coastline is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So now it's completely the shift in
また入れますね。
the plays
う
now.
ん。あれ
Understanding this
結
is because
構、
you saw how
なんだろ
Navi
う。
were
いいと思ってるのかな結構感触をつかんでたかもしれないですね。まあやっぱりこの、まあ海外はというかね、海岸線においては、こういう、まあ裏の動きというか、まあ四角いんでね、マップが。で、登りやすいっていうのもあるんで、ちょうど真逆にこう階段が位置していて、マップの構成上、こう、遊撃しやすいみたいなところはあるんでね、結構やっぱ、それが刺さっちゃうとっていうところはあるので、本当警戒した方がいいんですけど、今日はそんなに警戒してないですね、ネイビーが。まあ警戒してないことはないと思うんですけど、結果としてできてないことが多い気がしますね。まあドローン回せなかったりとか、壊されちゃったりとかしてるとは思うんですけど、
That is one yokai down. At least Alfama, though, trying to help Hicks stay alive a little bit longer, as you said, trying to help support the roam. That is going to stall things out.
でも中に入ってるドローンは結構効く気がしますね。
And that was Nitro Cell from the Pulse himself, so at least now all he'll be doing is mostly giving information away to
開けたね、穴に屈せず、こう、そこに対してピークしていく度胸すごいですよね。でもこれ結構固まって動いちゃってるな。危ないね。おうこれ結構ね、味方やっちゃうこといいですよね。よかったっすね。よくね、パルスが、こう C4 投げてって言ってピン刺すんですけど、パルスが飛んじゃったりすること多いんですけど。大丈夫でしたね。おー、これ、すごいですね。危機管理能力が。すごい。よくあそこスモーク投げたな。
I'm not sure you could ride in on a camel, on a horse, or even on an elephant, and you will still end up dying too. That's a flawless round by this team.
まあ結構展開としてこれはあんまり想像しなかったですね。結構3-3ぐらいで、こんばんは。3-3ぐらいの勝負になるかなと思ったんですけど。
Completely played against them again. You saw Hicks delaying for as long as possible. You had Alfama helping to decoy with the yokai drone, and then on top of that, you had the Pulse helping to get 2 C4 kills from below there to make sure that that stayed. So it was like you could take hookah all day long, but we're the ones who are going to smoke you guys right now, just trying to stay up there.
ジャッカル抜いてきましたね。多分突き下げを強化する意味合いですね。キッチンなんで多分そうですね。キッチンですね。まあ要因は多分突き下げが足りないっていうところじゃないと思うんですけどね。遊撃というかそのルーカーに結構もう 2,3 人出してるのでそこを超えてないですよね。Which I imagine the way they're playing, they probably will win, and this might go over to a 5-1. But we'll see if Navi have learned their lesson. I mean, the change up to bring Citizen on the sledge is an interesting choice, but that just makes me think they're going to play even more downward pressure, and that's not what worked out for them last round. それが判断できるようなルーカーの立ち回りっていうのがこう 2,3 人でできるようなすげえな。P2 はおかしいでしょ、それは。2,3 人で、ね、ルーカーができるようなバルカメとか、そういうガジェットの配置になってんのかなっていう気がしますけどね。 まあ、情報系多いですよね、そもそも。バルカメ、ヒックスも。おお。行くね。人数有利になったからといってガンガン飛び出すスタイルですね。いや、これすげえ。おお。だよね。いやでも本当にヘッドショット率減ったなって思うんですけど、まあこれは本当に確かに減るよな。うん。
Information gathering for Navi.
Just frag out at this point if you're lucky.
Exactly, and you try to fire in from the doorway, but Doki only takes a bit of damage. Just a big problem. You can't really tell where your opponents are. Drone's such a huge part of it. Even not having Mozzie in play, that would actually come back and really help. Yeah, LFO.
いや、その車線はね、出さないんですよ、出ないんですよ。そういうね、車線管理が本当にレベルが高いですね。多分日本のリーグだったらもうあれ出ちゃってますね。
Hiding behind his reinforced wall and just shouting out commands at his teammates. But Doki's not been spotted. He moves in close. He's gonna destroy the camera. No, he's still.
いや、このスニークインですよね。
Two times locked down
もう
on
気づいてるんです
Corey
よ
as
ね。
now turns around. Unfortunately, that was the wrong time for it. Information again being relayed to Alpha.
まあ何の情報があったのか正直わかんないし、もしかしたら勘なのかもしれないけど、ここでかつこう回ってくるけど、それを気づいて、お、さらにもっといく。キッチンカー。わお。でもここ気づいてない。いやー、ここドンピー。いやー。あ、これスリムですよ。はい。今やってます。
Fantastic play at the end there by Navi, really trying to play whatever they could, playing together with teamwork. You saw them trying to pinch
いや、
Corey,
強いっすね。
just doing the best that they possibly could with such low information. I
い
guess
や、リストリームマジで強いな。
you had so much information left for LFO.
もう欠点がな、見つかんないっすね。
They had the evil eyes and things like that to be able to call things out. It's just
ぶっちゃけなんかめちゃめちゃ薄いじゃないですか。でも立ち回ってそれを感じさせないんですよね、多分ね。ヒックスかな、パルスやってて、勝手口で1枚カットしてるじゃないですか。その後全然違うところにいるわけですよね。勝手口無理かなって思っちゃうじゃないですか、どうしても。一人やられてるわけですから、そこで。でもいないわけですよ、実際は。なんでやねんって感じですね。
Yeah, they're looking to really hold their spot pretty heavily here, and you see why. They're definitely justifying in this match so far. I mean, again, things could switch with the side switch, and Navi could come way back, and this could be a pretty defensive-sided match. But LFO have been looking pretty on top of it. They're playing definitely a different attacker lineup as well. Instead of the Jackal, they're going to be bringing a Capitao and a Zofia along with the Ashe. They're going to be playing a little bit aggressive, as well as having some extra utility to go for the plant. But that means Hicks needs to play smart if he wants to set up the smokes for the plant, because no one else going to be bringing any smokes here. So it's all on him. You know, they have the Jackal for that on Navi. So both teams having some smoke utility for a plant, which is essential on a lot of bomb sites here on this map. So no surprise there. Corey though going to be going for the typical entry frag.
もう車線管理がね、レベルがちょっと違うな。
Works out pretty well. Again, Zofia, as you mentioned in the pre-show, has kind of been taking over for Ashe, but a lot of
わかんないですね、正直もう。僕とかのプレイヤーの次元だともうわかんないです。なぜそれができてしまうのか。例えば、誰だっけかな、さっき。リージョン使ってたヒックスかなんかかな。ヒックスかエイシーズか。そのタイミングでリロードするみたいな。なぜできると思ったみたいなことはね、めちゃめちゃ多いんですよね。
So they're really, I mean, I gotta wonder, are they gonna
日
play
本
the
の
same
リーグではね
Navi
見られ
and
ない
just
で
go
すね、ちょっ
straight for
と
a planned attempt and not try and control the roamers?
っていうレベル感になっちゃってますね、正直。多分ちょっとまだ日本のチームはちょっと正直まだちょっと手が出ないですね、このレベルは。もちろんありますけどね、ワンチャンいけるかもみたいなのありますけど、そういう要素を持ってるチームはねありますけど、ピークのタイミングとかも勝負仕掛けるタイミングとか戦略とかちょっとレベルの違いがかなり感じますね。エンパイア、リストリームあたりは特に。こことかもなんでピークしたんやみたいな感じですね。怖いじゃないですか。なんで入るのみたいな。で、なんでこれ成功してるのみたいな。ねえ、面白いじゃないですか。
Corey with another one onto saves. Rise spotting one right behind the doorway as he walks away. That's the hog in hands. Really shutting down a lot of your POV.
ラストワンプレーとかだったら日本でもああいうプレーありますけど、ワンチャン入っちゃうみたいなね。いや、強い。マジで強いな。なんでだ。日本のリーグでもワンチャン入っちゃうみたいなプレーって、まあ残り15秒とか20秒とかってありますけど、あれなんか40秒とか50秒ぐらいでやってるんですよね。おかしいじゃないですか。どう考えても。それを打ち抜く方も打ち抜く方ですけど、ネイビーのネロかな。なんでそれに気づくんだっていうのもね、ありますけど、入ってるのがおかしいですよね、まず。
It was going very much in Navi's favor, but then Rise just kind of came in and started doing some damage, and they just started losing way too many players.
なぜ入れると判断したのか。もちろんスニークインとかありますけどね。
With nothing happening, you start to kind of like get a little bit out of position as a defender at that point.
I think Alafor just they've gotten that good at finding those openings, but I'm really curious because a team like Navi might not have the same experience as LFO has, but they definitely have been proving themselves so far in Pro League and in our minors. So yeah, I'm really curious as to how LFO are able to kind of pinpoint these specific moments to strike.
Well, we're seeing another adjustment for them too, in that they're bringing the Dokkaebi.
なぜそれを判断できるのかちょっとよくわかんないですね。やっぱりネイビーと LSE の間にはちょっと差がありますね。これを見る限りだと。正直ね、LSE の強さ僕わかんないんですよ。わかんないっていうのはごめんなさい。強いんですけど、なんで強いのかわかんないですよね。分析しきれてないですよ。このスネークインとか何を頼りにこいつ入ってんだよみたいな感じじゃないですか。個人技じゃないかなってちょっと思うんですけど。あ、いやいやいや、おおドローンが回ってんのか。まあまあ、それはね、そうかもしれんけど。なるほどね。まあでもカバーの敷き方とかガジェットの使うタイミングとかどういう風に息合わせてんだろうなと思いますけどね。それがねうまいんですよね。4ORG、元リストリームですね。So
now Hicks is unsure if there's anybody behind the bar, and he actually can tag the players that are behind the wall. Goes through the barbed wire as rises downstairs, and well-oiled machine here as LFO go through all the utility that was put in place. You see the difference. Navi went for control in Aqua first, then played everything around the map, then came back to Aqua. LFO cleared everything else, and then go to Aqua.
Yeah, the exact opposite of what Navi were doing that wasn't really working. So LFO just definitely being smarter about it, and that's something that Navi could learn from.
壊したいですね、あれね。
Pro League, this
あれ
is
壊したい
a
わ。
valuable experience, even
めちゃ
if
くち
it's
ゃ壊したい。
not really a win. Obviously, it can't be a win for them now.
いやもうここでスモーク使ってるときついっすね。
I mean, that's what you do. You're not going to attack a bottom floor site without clearing the top first, right? So it's that list, the checklist of priorities that
ここのやっぱ判断能力かな。
and you can see it right in front of you as it's
これ
happening.
多分フェイントですね。
Nick's preparing for an assault, but it might just be a bait here as Kendra is very
そ
low
う
on HP.
これぐらいの時
as well.
間ってやっぱフェイントする時間がね全然あるんで。でこの瞬間にでもセーブズいいとこ見てますね。1枚カットしてカバーが来るって分かってるからあそこに決め打ちができるんですよね。やっぱ敵の位置もちゃんと把握してないと分かんないし、ああいうのはね。おお。いやー。受験さんありがとうございます。こんばんは。
Well played, and so far Hookah has been the weaker site for some teams, and was also a bit of a struggle there for Navi, but they managed to pull it off, so we'll see how they can do on bar. Now this will be their third bomb site. So I almost wonder if they might be better off going back to kitchen, because at least they know how the attack comes down on it from LFO. And they were somewhat successful on that.
ありがとうございます。
They did pretty good in terms of delaying for a long time, not getting picked early, having or holding at least site area.
EU はリストリームとエンパイアですね。正直ちょっとかなり飛び抜けてるかなって感じがしてますね。まあこういうリストリームとかエンパイアはね、なんかおかしいネジがぶっ飛んでんのかみたいな、そういうプレーができちゃうのがちょっとね、信じられないというか。そうですね。難しいですよね、プロリーグって。僕も最初は何やってんだろうなみたいな、ああいううまいなとかって感じで見てたんですけど、ある時ねこう意識し始めたんですよ。なんでこういうことできるんだろうみたいな、そこが始まりですね、僕も。でなんかこうこれがこうやってドローンが回ってたからできたんだとか、そういうのを発見した時になんかすごい楽しかったんですよね。それからそういう風に見るようになりましたね。でこれもロビーを抑えて、ロビーにいるけど、多分南廊下はね、南廊下の2階は多分ドローン回ってると思うんですよ。だからこう入れるんですね、アクアリウムから。そこはちょっと多分映ってないですけど、これは推測ですけど、毎試合解説する。できればやりたいんですけどね、時間がね自分も見れてない試合もねあるので。ああいうのはね、プロもあるんだなと思いますけどね。でもドキもうまいですよね、やっぱり。セーブズですね、でも出てるのは。こういう見られ方がね良くないんですよ、一番。でリストリームに関してはね、本当にこれがない。なんでそこ警戒できてんだろうみたいな。各自の個人能力が高いのか、そのかわしてねし合って、そういう隙を、お疲れ様です、そういう隙をなくしてるのか、実態はちょっとわかんないんですけど、そういうね見られちゃそれはやばいでしょみたいなのはマジでないんですよね、リストリーム。もしかしたら気づいてないだけかもしれないですけど、
Nello might be forced away. Smoke will be shot out. Scorer will find the kill and saves.
いやもう本当気づかないぐらいないんですよね。
25 seconds left. The shotgun is going to be so
Wow.
powerful, but Nello gets felled by Rise. A huge kill, but Kendra on the refrag.
これはき
He
つい
goes
で
up
す
to the
ね。
top floor, and Citizen on the rotation close to the blue bar. Fuser's
そう
going
で
to
す
get
ね、
planted.
入ってますよね。
Someone
お
spotted from
お
back, but Kendra
お
dives in from behind.
お
He
お
gets 2 kills. Now it's up to
それはでかい。
on the play.
あー、
Citizen
でももう
gets
これ分か
taken
ってる。
away. And left
場所合
on
っ
is
てる。
is
場
the
所合っ
Echo.
て
He's
る。
still on the floor.
お
He
お
finds the kill, but
ね、
he's
2
on
人
the
で来るよ
refrag.
ね。
Kendra to go down.
もう間違いなく合わせてくると思いました。
Number 9 and the victory, as well as
ほら、
3
ほらほら。
points. Stylish play from the Echo, but you
絶
saw
対そうだと
Echo
思いましたよ。
with 2 players at the end.
行くぜーみたいな。
That they get that kill.
And that was just that thoroughness and making sure that they do a lot of map clearing before they actually went for the site, and then they knew exactly what they were going to be dealing with on site. But it did get very messy. Their inability to keep control because they got so few frags.
まあ、ああいうプレーはね、絶対2人で行きますね、リストリーム。
Navi's biggest strength was just keeping people alive.
いや、ちょっと強すぎるなぁ。まあ、ネイビーもうちょっとできるかな。まあ、正直、土器の遊撃とかね、まあ、ルーカー的な役割、立ち回り、もうちょっと刺さると思ったんですけど、ちょっと飛び抜けてますね。ちょっとエンパイアも、まあね、直接対決が、7月のね、23日。23日、だから10日後ですね。10日後直接対決があるんですけど、ちょっとそこで分かりますね。でもリーグ前半戦最終マッチなんで、本当にもう最終章ですね。リストリームはネイビー今日やって16日に G2、最後エンパイアですね。G2 とエンパイアが残ってるっていうのはちょっともうドキドキしちゃいますね。
It's at least very good for you as an LFO fan to look at this and see, well, their first 4 matches, they get all 3 points, and then they face the 2 big boys in the league. Historically speaking, it works out very well for LFO. But we have an interview ready for you. So let's have a quick chat with LFO. Bonsoir, Capel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I haven't seen you in like a week.
いやー、強いですね。本当に強い。
Oh, less than a week. Besides,
なんでできんだろう
Yeah,
な
it's very true. How was it actually returning back? And of course now it's the LFO life, I guess, right?
その決定的な要因のところまでね、
so like,
カメラじゃ終えてないんですよね。ちゃんと見ても。
the win against Rogue in the finals, but overall we did a good tournament, especially considering how poorly we played in the
ちゃん
first few
と
games.
そのタイムラインを、
And get
タイムライン
our fifth
タイ
win
ム
in the
タイム
regular
シフ
season,
ト
so
タイムシフト
It's pretty darn good.
を見ても
against
ね、
Navi. A lot of people look at your
ちゃん
matchup
と終えてないんですよ
against
ね。
DreamHack and think it
原
pretty much
因がわかんないんですよね。
one
な
of
ん
the
でこれ
best
できんだみたいな。
games so far. This matchup, as Devin was saying, was very close in some of the rounds, but it got
新カフェの
really tight on your defensive side. Alpha
あ、
Man
本当
usually
っ
is
すか。
a player that runs the
え、
yokai
いつの
zones
試合だろ
close to his teammates, but it's being shut down constantly. Was there a reason really for it, or was it not really
う。
planned?
そうなんですよ
based on
ね
his IQ?。
so it's hard to say because I only have the streams released. I only have the comms.
25日かな、でも。
I think he tried to play them like maybe like a little bit too aggressive.
でもあれ、ほぼ、もう実装されてすぐぐらいに僕収録してるんですよ、実は。収録自体は。ずっと編集やってなくて、あれね、一番すごい大変だったんですよ。実は。
Was that a motivation for Corey to switch over to a pulse and completely change
あ、
the way
新
that the round was being played for you on the defense?
新カフェの2回。
Not really. Like we like to run pulse on calls
あ
because
ー、
you have a lot
新
of
カフェの
C4
2回。
facilities. Like we saw today, like we got a bunch of C4 kills. You can give like very
2
reliable
回だ
and
と
easy
同じ守
infos
り方。
and deny plans and deny zones just by being below, and it puts a lot of pressure on the attackers just knowing the fact that there's a pearls
そうです
down there
ね。
that can kill you from below.
And there, on your attacking side, it was very clear for us watching it from here that you're
マ
doing
ウスか。
the reverse
はいはい。
of Navi. What they were doing is taking control of the entryway into a site first, and then
なる
clearing
ほど、な
out
る
the
ほど。
rest, and then going back to attacking
やってまし
the
たね、
site
そういえば。
itself. Whereas on your attack, you always cleared out the bottom floor or the top one,
Yeah.
whichever is the opposite.
まあなんかおおむねそうかなって感じでしたね。この人ですか？この人コーチですね。
So on course, I think it's like in my opinion is the best way to do it.
あ、違うな。誰だっけかな。
Some zones in control. Then when you have those zones just fall into your hands.
いや、これプレイヤーだな。誰だっけかな。
And as you move forward, you can very easily like keep the control of the and lock the stage.
あ、これエースズですね。エースズ。
And just like keep going forward and pushing forward from there. Whereas like directly fronting is
写真がちょうどあった。
a lot harder on console side than
これエースです。
Alright, well that said again, congratulations on your matchup. Anything
エ
you'd
ー
like
ス
to
ズ
say
ね。
to the fans out there for LFO and
何歳だったかな。
Well,
Ma
thank you very much
Aces
for
か。
the LFO fans. Like every week is getting bigger and bigger. It's really heartwarming for us and it makes us really motivated to get the best work possible so that you guys can keep supporting us and be proud of who you're supporting. And to any investors, just look at the numbers, man.
They don't lie. It's all the numbers that are out there. The team that
渋い
was
ですよ
able to
ね。
make it to 2 grand finals and 2 events back to back. That's pretty impressive. Top one in EU, making it to Pro League finals. It's a pretty decent pedigree.
あ、何歳かまでは出てねえな。
That said, Capel, again, congratulations on your victory here against Navi. We'll see you on Monday, actually, for a very, very big game against the big rivals of G2. Good night.
Yep. Good night.
The numbers don't lie. So I'm definitely looking at for how they're going to play in Raleigh as well, because I think obviously that's a pretty big event. They've already qualified for it. They're looking pretty good to go into that pretty heavy. Because I mean, we usually have like in EU, it's like, oh, you know, we're watching out for G2, and then it became, oh, we're watching out for Empire. But now it's G2 could come back. They probably have some strats that are being somewhat safe. I mean, I don't think that's the whole reason why they're doing badly this time, but they have some stuff I imagine prepared, and then we're gonna have
そう
Empire
です
play
ね。
very well.
まあ最近の守り方ね、結構やっぱカフェはだんだん増えてきましたけどね。まあ1回の守り方は結構僕は意外でしたね。あ、ここキッチン側ミリミできるとこ今日ポジに住んだっていうのは、キッチン側っていうかなんだベーカリー側 W 側ですね。W 側あそこ補強して ADS とか置いて守るんだっていうのはちょっと意外でしたけどね。まあ、それ以外は割と、まあ、大筋、まあ、思った通りというかでしたね。うん。これもね、プラント位置分かってるはずなんですよ。でも多分プラントすぐやめられないだろうから、先にあっちのロックしてる方を倒して、プラントしてる方は後にしようっていう判断を瞬間的に多分したんですよね。でこのプレイね、ヒックスだ。ヒックスがここでやって、で、あ、やばいかな、勝手にやばいかなと思うじゃないですか。でもいないんですよ、実は。もう全然違うところにいるっていうね。このプレーもマジで意味わかんないですね。ここもなんでいけるのかわかんないですね。これもね、良かったですけどね。でも、位置がね、完全にバレちゃったんでね。もったいなかったですよね。どうしても飛び出しちゃうと、誰が見てもそこにいるっていうの絶対分かっちゃうんでね。そうですね、リストリームが今ダントツですね、ちょっと5勝って感じなんでね。まあでもネイビー3位だったんでね、3位で まあ3位というかね、まあ中堅のチームとリストリームが当たってこれかって感じですね。次はね、この6、7位という戦いなので、まあ、実力が結構拮抗してんのかなっていうイメージがありますけど。6意味ですね、これね。ですね。ペンタとやって。いやー、ペンタはもう7-0でしたね。でその前も 7-2 でバイタリティに勝ってて、その前も 7-3 でマウスに勝ってて、初戦もね 7-4 でケイオスに勝ってるっていうね。危なげないんですよね。危なげない。危なげない。危なげ、危なげない。危なげなくない。よくわかんないな。危険感全くなしで、ここまで勝ってます。特にね、このプロリーグが始まってからさらにこう実力を上げてきてるような気さえするぐらいのこの間のペンタの動きといいね、このネイビーの試合もそうでしたけど、どんどん実力をつけていってしまってるようなね。逆にね、その自信とかそういうのをつけていってるのかもしれないですけど、まあ強いですね。昨シーズンも2位でね、エンパイアの次、今シーズンに至ってはエンパイアよりも上。まあ強いですね。今日エンパイアが勝ったとしてもプラ3点なんで、1位首位っていうのは変わりないですね。今15ポイントだったんで、エンパイアが今10ポイントだったんで、勝っても13ポイントなんでね。まあそうですよね。全勝してるのと1戦ドローしてるのとの違いですからね。まあ強いですね。Looking for ORG。大注目じゃないでしょうか。早っ。もう反映されてるし。戦績反映すんの早っ。ちなみに次も海岸線っぽいです。もうね、EU ばっかりね、EU と NA ばっかりね、早いんですよ、反映するのが。日本はもうなかなか反映しないのにね。ESL の公式ページ。なんなら未だに10日の試合の結果反映してないですからね。
From them though. Game number 2, Devin. Yeah, Chaos versus PENTA.
Match of the day should be a good, interesting match here between these two. I imagine pretty evenly matched. I think at the moment. I mean, obviously, it varies in terms of how they're playing that particular day. But I do think this is if there's one that's going to end up a draw, this could be the one potentially.
Yep. We'll see what you guys think about that later. Let's take a look at our rosters. Chaos up first. The Swedes. Thank you.
Magic.
Crips, Red Grove, Secret Labor Renewals, and Fiddling, of course, Sarah, their coach. Chaos made his semifinals. DreamHack Valencia, very impressive plays. Also, their plays at the minor in Vegas.
Pretty good as well.
They're actually doing like really well for themselves. Before we used to kind of shrug Chaos.
今日何戦目まで配信していただきますか。いや、ちょっとね、これが
They're doing a lot better than they used to, and they
まあ
should
できれば
recognize
G2、ちょっと見たくなってきちゃったな G2。
for a
うん。
period of time. So it's good to see that
ちょっとさすがにただ4時45分は開始のね試合は見れないと思います。ちょっと僕明日朝予定ちょっとあるんで。
And we also see, of course, the roster of Penta here. Crunch is going to be playing
Exactly.
instead of Revan.
So Crunch is in here. He's replacing Revan, as you said. Crunch, for a lot of people that don't know, is a very young
すいま
French
せん、うち
player.
の下がね
There's a lot of
あの
talent
消
here
防署なん
available
ですよ
for
ね。
available for Penta. Some up in the future, but currently he plays for Penta only exclusively in the French league, French nationals.
新メンバー
Today
だ。
that changes.
Today that changes, and Penta have had a
Crunch.
pretty good breeze of a tournament in the French nationals. They've really only struggled against MCES at a 7-5 victory for them. That was a coastline still.
新メンバーなのか
The only
ちょっとわかんないです
team
ね。
anywhere
ペンタ
near them is Vitality and then LFO right after. I mean, you're not kind of surprised when you look at the history of the region. But that's how it goes for Penta Sports right now. Crunch is definitely no slouch and has a lot of competitive land environment experience from the French tournaments that obviously France, when it comes to Europe, is definitely the most developed land nation, just because this is historically speaking been a very land geared and developed nation.
When you're joining onto a team as a new member, getting that LAN experience with them early really pays off in terms of synergy. So, like that will really benefit. Going the other direction can be very difficult for teams. Sometimes some people get those early LAN jitters and then they have trouble communicating. They get lost in the environment. Whereas if you've had that experience first, you've played together in person, you've gotten to know each other, and then you go into online, communication should be better, synergy should be better. I mean, it's a short period of time though, so you never know.
Crunch has had experience way before playing with Penta on LAN, and so he knows the competitive plays.
Yeah, I just mean specifically with the team. Yeah.
Exactly, but you see, Border and Consulate have been removed from play as those were played last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Cafe still on the table. Will it be the last to be banned again?
Yes.
It will be. All right, Coastline again. All right. That's a good one for both these teams, though. Both these teams have played it once and won it 7-4. Both of them at the same scoreline. One of them was against G2, and one of them was against G-Fu.
これかな。
So, interesting parallels here. That's why this has got to end up in the tie.
Since we're going to Nagoya, actually, G-Fu as a region is like half an hour away from Nagoya
Obviously,
city
it's
itself.
Sisu, but for the purposes of the wordplay,
The only people that pronounce it Sisu are Finnish anyways, so
they're finished. So, wow, this is actually really close. See, again, the draw actually percentage should have been higher, really, is what it comes down to.
it really depends on will it be Clash versus
いや
Monty
エ
this
ニミ
entire
が
game.
こういうふうにコメントし
I
てる
can
よって
see
だ
that
けだな
between
と
these two teams. I imagine there's a chance we could see one of those two banned, just as specifically if they don't want to deal with it. But Clash versus Monty would definitely be interesting. We have seen it before. I believe we saw it at least once during Vegas Minor, if I'm remembering correctly. And that was pretty fun.
It's always hilarious. You just stand
そうだな、ロースターの変更は特に
this indestructible
言われてないですね、何も。
object. We'll head into game, but last time Chaos played Penta, it was 7-4 for Chaos on Coastline against them. That was DreamHack. That was on land, of course.
So always the 7-4s.
Yeah, it was 7-3, 7-4, one on border and one on Coastline. Chaos with the W. Now they've banned Clash in both of those, and okay.
So an actual ban against Hungary.
The Coastline is definitely one of the strongest maps for Ying.
When's the last time he actually played Ying?
17.
I mean, him and Sir Boss as well. Sir Boss is also the other Ying player.
I think
so.
Sir Boss is actually a better Ying.
I think they're both excellent in their own ways, and they both play it differently. So either way, it's not going to be played this matchup. But Capitao getting banned, not
カピタオ
surprising.
ね。
But it does mean that things like Lion are still on the board.
I
まあ
imagine
強いんですよ。
that Echo will be banned here as well.
まあ
This is
イ
what
ン蹴ってますけど、
Penta's
イ
usually
ン
been
ピ
doing.
ックされたことないんでね。
So,
I would think
意味はあるのかなって思いますけど
Echo
ね。
Nero or Echo?
they've banned Maestro as well sometimes, depending on the map.
Echo, let's go. Show me the mark.
インはなんでバン率高いんだろう
Check
な。
out myself into the computer. Let me in frame.
Easy delete.
Oh wow. Delete my.
No, I'll make a backup copy, of course, first.
And Clash for the end.
It could be. That would be an interesting pick here, but
Dankeschön.
it is.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
so we will not see the Clash versus Monty, but it means Mira's in play.
ミラが
Clash
残
is
っ
just
た
no longer
か。
in anyway, so.
Why would you have Mira when you have Clash?
Well, this way it's stationary at least, so you know where it's at. It's better this way. I remember seeing, for example, the way Sex Cake played Clash on this map was pretty interesting too on Penthouse. They are going to have a shield over their face either way though, because Blackbeard probably going to be 6th picked to by enemy.
What?
Or no, he's just rotating through them there. What is it? Is it going to be Habana? Is it going to be Blackbeard, or is he going to stick
まあ
on
残
line?
ったら入れてきますよね、
Literally
やっぱ
no
り。
one has touched Blackbeard this entire season.
レッドグローブ。
And no, it's Maverick. He's really trying to keep us guessing. Pulse though going to get snuck out. We heard a little bit about why the Pulse was effective coming up from Corey when Grappel was talking earlier. So we probably will see a bit of that here. But the Gridlock can help shut down a little bit of the rotating, at least instead of the Nomad. Or no, with the Nomad. So Penta looking to really lock down rotates. Not to mention the Jackal as well. So roam play for Chaos going to be a real challenge. But Chaos are very good at playing very dynamic roam and playing very flexible around the site and then kind of retake heavy. So it makes sense for Penta to go with a very roam denial heavy strat. And they could even go for, let's say they wanted to go for a little bit more of Navi's approach of playing a bit more direct to site. If you just lock down the flanks with the air jabs and the Gridlock tracks, and then try and get some footprints on some of the roamers just to kind of keep them busy, you could really pressure that side a lot earlier.
This is not something you see that often.
No.
And the entire wall is left so far here into the kitchen soft. Not sure if there'll be any
Very dumb,
reinforcement,
isn't it?
but this is a very flexible way of defending here from Chaos. Of course, they are defending in the double bar.
They're keeping the north side open to them all the way from the Sunshine all the way into kitchen to play that. It's an interesting strategy. They're basically declaring half the map as theirs.
It's a bold strategy, Devin.
Well, like I said, they play very retake heavy and they tend to play a bit more spread out, so it makes a lot of sense that they would
まあああいうリストリームとかね、
that idea. And hey,
ネイビーみたいなね、チームの後に
they're gonna have the pulse to be able to
こう
call
ケイ
out
オス
where
と
the
か
attacks actually coming
ペンタ
from.
の試合を見ると
As we
ね
see right now, it's
あ
focused
結構
to
進行遅いなとか守り方やっぱ全然違うなって結構思うと思います。
upstairs on the other end. Secretly also upstairs. So they're playing this. Let's play upstairs first.
特にネイビーとかリストリームって進行が早いんですよね、めちゃめちゃ。ある程度勘でもいくというか。でこういうイージーキルとかもね発生しなかったじゃないですか、さっきは。今のはごめんなさい、キルは発生しなかったんですけど、でもこういうイージーキルは発生しないんですよね。でもシークレットリーだったよね。ここの射でやってんのか。
For him, he doesn't even need to use his utility.
So far, this is looking like a defender-sided map between this round and the last matchup we saw. Attackers really struggling to get control despite the fact they have so much utility
いや
for
これ
it.
危ないですね。
And crouch walk
いやいやいや
he's working out a
いや
little bit
こういうのない
better
んですよ。
enemy.
That was just dirty.
Best play
リ
that
ストリーム
Penta
とか
has
ね
so far.
ネイビーっていうのは
Zilra number one.
こういうのがないんで強いんですよ
First Mira
ね。
watching the top floor, the roaming Mira, as you usually do. Enemy checking.
いやその左線警戒できなかったみたいなのはないんですよ
Diffuser to
ね。
pick up, and oh, he spots the head of the Maestro firing in, but he's got the F90 in hand, not enough firepower to continue to control at least the diffuser.
まあああいうのイージーキルと呼んだりしますが、
Blue mine's gonna be hurt.
まあ、いわゆるイージーキルが全然ないですね。
Not doing anything about it.
Oh my god, no! He's right there! The Maestro watching the one walkway that's available, and the Mira from the back finally drops. That's Hungry eliminated. And you're unsure, of course, you don't get these points popped up in PL renewals. One more. Man, that was a doozy of a round right there.
I think the big problem for Penta was they had a lot of
なるほど。
utility to stop, but not a lot of utility to
まあ多分今のはデフォカメっすね。
get
デフォ
intel
カメ
to
で
control them.
見ら
I
れちゃ
mean,
い
they
ました
had
ね。
Jackal, but I don't think they were getting enough footprint action. And
おそらく。
they also weren't working well enough as a team. You saw, for example, the one getting killed mid-vault over the bar, while someone else was standing in the room to cover him. just wasn't looking at the doorway at the time, or at least not.
Why didn't
ready.
nobody drone literally the position that you're always expecting to have someone in?
So they're not covering well enough for each other, and they're not droning well enough for each other. Between those two things, that round became kind of a lost cause. So we'll see how they go for the second round, though, bringing similar utility. This time the Lion, though, to help with that rather than the gridlock. At least, oh, and they're sticking that. So, say how this will go down, though, in terms of Penta, getting warmed up. We saw, for example, FO lose their first round, so it's certainly not indicative of who's going to win. But that was a very good start from Chaos. Really looking like typical Chaos, where they tend to control the map very well. And that's always their strength. So bringing a Lion, I think even a Dokkaebi is justified, bringing those two together to try and shut down Chaos's ability to play very flexibly around the map. Especially on a map that in theory you should be able to
勝
control.
手打ちのプラントを防ぐっていう
So,
プランですけど、逆にこうやられそうですね。ちょっとそれを
so it seems to be a struggle for attackers.
利用されて
Despite, again, how favorable this map
車
should be to
線
that.
を
There's
作られたりしそうですね。
things like that. They've got mute jammers. We actually haven't seen Mozzie come out just yet, despite not being banned this time. But I imagine one of these two teams might bring out a Mozzie.
多分決め打ちで勝手打ちから入ってくんじゃないかな。
We do see them looking like they want to go in Sunrise here. See Blaz going in first. He's not going to be on the Ash. It's going to be Hungry instead. And Nomad already losing half his health.
Yannick has to be pretty careful of what he does here.
ここはね、強いんで。
Playing around with the Legion. Now Red Groove's a player that you'll see him
ど
roam
ん
on
なに見られ
Legion.
て
He
も動
can
かな
roam
いですね。
really any operator.
大体
One
の
of the
プロは。
close pre-fire here is the Lion is going to use his E1D
おー、
and
行くね。
frag on the Yannick's. Blast will find one secretly, however, and eliminate an operator and a player that's done a lot of work in a previous round. So at least something to be looking forward to if you're Penta Sports, but losing the Nomad means you're going to have even less control of the roamers, and one of the E1D had already been used.
Yeah, certainly not the best position to be in, but taking out the Maestro is a pretty big kill early on, because he's usually one of the biggest pains towards the mid and late round. However, the smoke, of course, is still alive, and you've also got the mute with the C4 and some goo mines, so still a lot of late round utility left here.
勝手口が回ってないかな、これドローン。気づいたら行くと思うんだけどな。
But not a ton here, as you can see, some of the members of Chaos still kind of roaming somewhat freely. Those EE1Ds probably mostly going to be saved now for the actual execute. Unlikely to be used to help the Roma control. So Blaz is going to have to do Blaz things and kind of start to push a little bit more.
ああ、行きましたね。
along with Hungry
あ、
here.
違うな。キッチンだ。
They are starting to control the backside of kitchen from Sunrise. Renault's already having to pop smoke with a minute 15 left.
多分ね、こういうタイミングキッチン入ってくるんですよ。ガジェットの物音とかを立てた瞬間に、こう、さっと入ってくるんですよね。
Just move around a bit and shuffle. You see the same setup that was used before on the double bars brought up by Chaos. A lot of soft walls to be used, but there's nobody entering just yet. There's no back pressure even being put up here by Penta Sports. There's literally only one doorway that they're trying to control and walk in through.
これ上が空いてるから来ないかな。
Complete line of sight over.
上押さえてますね、先に多分。 そうそう、こういう射撃を入れて動かしますね。多分。お。ああ、これはきついな。おお。これは。これ、おお、なるほど。おお。全部編集じゃない。全部ではないけど。最後2発はね。綺麗なヘッドショット。
That is unfortunate for Penta, who had a pretty good push there towards the end. The E1Ds were helpful, and
ちょっと勝手口から攻めるのが遅かった気がしますね。あそこ補強入ってなければ、強ポニに対しての車線が通り放題なので、攻めの方が強いはず。はずなんでね。逆らってとかもあるし。ちゃんと勝手口側からドローを回してればワンチャンあったかなって感じがしますけど。
They have the Jackal to be able to at least smoke for those plants, and then The Nomad was not left alive, so it's going to be interesting to see if this continues for Chaos because Penta
それはね、観戦視点から見てるから言えることなんで。
I mean, I appreciate that they did go for a plant attempt and weren't too heavily countered by the roamers, but I feel like had that plant attempt succeeded, I still could totally see Penta have gotten crushed by the other players playing off site, like Red.
やっぱミラー入れないですね。うん。正直ミラーあんまり入れても微妙かなって気しますよね。最近は。おお。
Almost, but you know what? Hey, if you get away with it, it's worth it. It looks like he's rotating around for maybe another potential attempt here from the. He's rolling? No, not just yet. But he's playing flexible. That's this is Chaos's strength here. You need to shut down their flexibility, or they're just going to continue to run over you. Where's the air jab will help?
It's going to help later on, just in case somebody moves in. But Penta so far have barely been able to find any dent in Chaos, and the E1D first one will be used. It's for Hungry. Blast will actually find the kill, and secretly, again, secretly taken away, and this time Red Groove is on the mutes. A lot of alternation between these operators, and a lot of people remember Red Groove playing on Coastline with the mute, specifically with his retake 3v1 on Kitchen. It was just, that was the, in my opinion, is the best online play of 2019.
SW のサンライズバーの潜りをロックした感じですね。多分。
Genius. This is in the last match. Well, at least Genix is lasting a little bit longer this round. He's going to be able to provide a little bit more flank control, but they're still mostly outside right now. In the first minute and a half, not really taking a lot of control. You know what I miss is Blast on the Ash. They're putting Hungry on the Ash, but he's just not nearly as effective as Blast tends to be. Blast will kind of come in a bit more aggressive or sneaky and tend to get some early kills. Yeah, he did get the I believe he got the first kill last round on this Jackal, but he's just a little bit slow in entering, and maybe Hungry needs to work with him a little bit more in tandem to start to pinch out some of these roamers who can get in and get those footprints. But it looks like Janix is going to be the one to help him out instead. We'll see if he can do anything about behind this bar here. I'm not sure if, I think he's behind the other bar. Yeah, we have the bar on the other side. There's Red Groove right there. They are waiting for the air jab going out of the They have 3 people here though. This is good.
ちょっともうこの時間になってくると結構厳しいですね。防衛の方が、まあ人数は不利ですけど、ちょっと五分五分ぐらいの戦いになってきてるかなっていう気がしますね。布陣を見る感じ、一方方向からしか押せてないので。この E1D はいい E1D ですね。わあ、この C4 は。いやー、これはケイオスのナイスプレイですね。やっぱ布陣を見る感じね。これはちょっと厳しいかなって感じだったんで、人数は不利でしたけど、ケイオスが守りきりましたね。基本的に海岸線で一方方向の詰めになっちゃってるときは、まあ大体無理かなって感じがしますけどね。まあここでゴリ押すためのモンタですね。突破力が欠けているだろうと、そういう判断ですね。
Yeah, I mean, if they really didn't want it to exist, that's what you can do.
I got to imagine it exists there to block sight lines.
Look, man, just more content for Coconut, bro.
That's what it is more angles for him.
Every time it takes him 5 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta say, I enjoy that there is someone out there finding, like, analyzing.
Yeah, it's great.
I think, I wasn't sure if you were making fun of him.
No. On the contrary, I highly appreciate this. This brings
ねえ、
a
な
lot
ん
of
か
spots that you can only find
ちょっと
to the broader public.
調子は悪いかなっていうイメージありますね。
Yeah, I mean, even for us, you know, watching all of this, it's very difficult to know what's going on all the time and try to think about everything and think ahead. that's why you have people that kind of democratize this sort of information, and I very much appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate all the YouTube content creators out there for bringing additional content to the game. So as much as we make jokes
さっ
about
き
them,
と同じ
Tell
守り方ですね
everybody
これ
to come to Pro League, just like we saw
なる
a
ほど
bit
あそこに
ago.
もう一枚ミラー張ってたの
Or
か
if you like get flanked and
we've got Bola in Pro League now, so and we did
この
have
車線をカバーすることで
consider
あそこの進行を防い
Anyway,
で
though, back to this game. So far, 20
そうです
seconds
ね
in, and they're all outside just getting sunned. Diffuser
だ
not
からあ
even
そこに
being
入るの
carried
か
at
ミ
the
ラー
moment
が
as they're trying to figure out what's going on. But Hungry gonna bring the Monty. So no clash to counter it. But the Monty's still coming out here nonetheless. And they're switching who's playing what, and that enemy now is picking up the Nomad because Janix wasn't doing a whole lot with it. And Blast gonna continue on the Jackal, instead have Janix on the Ash. So they're really shaking up at least how they want to play it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm glad to see they're making some adaptations, but I'm not sure it's going to make a huge impact with the way we've seen.
これは破壊入りま
Nice
した
kill
ね
Evil Eye there. I think that was from Janix with the remote breach, taking that down.
あこれ結構ご利用してくるな
Renewal's actually not even
そうです
bothering.
ね
He's way
この
offside right
動きは
now.
もしかしたら
Opening up the door for a run out. What are you going to get someone?
なんでそれで出た
What is this? Oh, using that ACOG.
stop.
All right. Well, he didn't get too punished by it.
It's tiny bit of damage done to him at that distance. You're kind of only looking
2
for
階から押してきますけ
headshots.
どこれイージーじゃない
You're
か
up close with the Monty. Clunk it up behind. Yeah, you gotta be
なる
really
ほど
careful. You can't even do much about that nitro cell. Need someone
そこにとりあえず置い
to
と
fight
く
against the mirror
置いとく
from
ことで
below.
進行を防ごうという
At least put pressure from the window. And putting pressure from the window is definitely not an easy thing to do.
いやずっとあれですねペンタはずっと一方方向からしか押せてないんですよねもう何人も何人も大量しちゃってるじゃないですかねずっとオーバーレイ見ててもずっと同じ方向なんですよねでこうするとスモークとかもすごい入っちゃうし防衛としても一つの方向見てればいいだけになっちゃうんでモンタだからご利用してきましたけどこれ結局ね人数不良こうなっちゃうんですよねこうやってねああでもおおそれは強いそれは強いそれは強いなはい不純ああなるほどね
You can bring whatever you want, but they'll play against it. We were expecting the shield play, but man.
Yeah. Well done. I mean, that was
や
definitely
っぱりあれ
close
でした
there.
ね
Monty could potentially deny that pretty effectively. The problem is, a lot of teams just aren't
マエストロの
well-coordinated enough
飛び
in
出
terms
し
of having people playing behind
聞いて
the
ました
Monty.
ね
You saw, for example, they weren't focused on the Monty. They were waiting for someone to be in that doorway, took the shot when they had it. Easy peasy. I mean, obviously, would have been nice for them to have hit the headshot on Monty earlier when he was
やっぱ
ADS.
ペンタって
Nonetheless, still got the knife kill on him. And
どちらかといえばカバーでなんとかするチームだったんですよねまあ攻めがちょっといまいちだなっていうのはすごい感じますけど
that, of course, is why Red Group is going to be picking over that lesion.
まあカバーラインがそもそも敷けてないんでねこの攻めを見る限りだと
Justifying that sixth pick. Again, some more changes in roles, but
攻めであろうがなんだろうがカバーのチームはやっぱりカバーラインを敷けて初めて戦略が成立すると言っても過言ではないのでそれがまず敷けてないのはちょっとペンタとしては
lucky indeed. Well, I mean, it's just good.
かなり
Right? If you know there's a Monty, you
調
gotta
子
have
が
some laying around for
悪
him.
いのでは
Special
なかろう
treatment
か
later.
と
They are gonna
思わ
try
れます
with a Twitch this time, and then they're gonna swap again to who's playing the Ash. So I don't know. Again, I still
この
feel
守
like
り方もね
Blast is
2度目
stronger
なん
than
で
some of these other players on it. Janix at least
勝
did
手
remove,
口側気づけば
Evil Eye himself
勝
with
手
the
口側でね
last
がっ
time, and
つ
now
り
he
い
has
ってもいいと思うんですけ
shown
ど
to do that. Not sure if that F2 is going to be a huge difference maker here, but maybe he can take out a little bit more utility. Even spot some of those goo mines early with the shock drone, take some of those out, so help the Monty. But at this point, you know, if you're playing the Monty, maybe just bring a Thatcher if the goo mines are really going to be a big problem for him, you know? I don't know. Either way, we haven't really seen a lot of Thatcher play, and this is in a region, one of the regions that does ban Thatcher a bit, so
いや、補強はやっぱね、勝手口というかトイレに補強を入れないのはどう考えてもやっぱりそんなに強くないですね。やっぱ強ポジをいや、ちょっとシークレットリーにやられすぎじゃないですか。モンタまでやられちゃったし、何があった？後ろ取られましたね、これ。ハイドに気づいてなかったのかなか、ブルーバーから裏取りされたかのどちらかですね。
So it's a bit of an oddity. Now, I have not been able to find a reason why Yannick's is playing in here today, but it's there. Even on the player Twitters, I wasn't really able to find anything. So that's at least the postings that we got.
これもカバーしきれてないんですよね。
Stop! It's the police.
ここが突撃してるだけになっちゃってるんでね。まあ、ジャッカルとブラスとこっちのね、ジャンってなんだ
？Welcome to 2013. Life for Milos was a hard one. Crunch right outside of the kitchen pass as there's still no control on the top floor.
ジャッカルの方はまあでも合流しましたね。こういう攻めがペンタのね、持ち味といっても。まあでもこれになっちゃうと一方方向になっちゃうんだよな。
He ventured a bit too far ahead, and there's no nitro cell for Vidalian as a bulletproof camera is being used. I'm very curious as to where that was positioned. Crunch with another one, and Vidalian not fast enough. The site is completely wide open.
これで上に一人いるってことはバレたので、多分プラントは入りますね。これは赤ピンに決め打ちですけど、変わりましたね。
PENTA Sports can finally secure a round in a way where they really should not have been able to do so.
No, I mean they lost the two people early. I mean one of them was the Monty. Like at that point it's just
what are you doing?
It's surprising and just out fragging chaos at that point.
咳が出てダメだ。
Play their man advantage a little too strongly, and I don't know, maybe some of the changes into who was playing which operator. I mean Crunch did fine on the Ash, and Janix didn't seem to do well on the Twitch, and he even got one kill by Blast there at the end. So it definitely worked out okay. I mean, they're going to go with the same thing, it looks like, because of that. But Hookah is going to be the bomb site this time, so we'll see if they can win another round. But again, the switch, the 6 picks there, this time it's going to be over to the Mute from Red Group, something who's also playing well for this Hookah defense. Nomad coming out here as well from Enemy. Going to be hopefully useful for them to try and cut off something. But again, they need to put some pressure on Hookah. Maybe that's what the Monster is going to push in from Aqua, but either way,
全然いけてないですね。やばい、声が枯れてダメだ。
Because I feel like this is a bomb site, especially an attack where you can fully take advantage of the Monty. Because the Monty, for example, standing in the doorway of Hookah really makes it difficult for them to focus on stopping the plant, as well as just if he's standing there next to the typical plant spot, can potentially deny most things outside of C4 and smokes from trying to kill the diffuse planter, forcing them to actually have to play it a little bit differently, potentially. However, of course, there is going to be the goo mines in play as well to kind of help counter the Monty a little bit. But the air jabs can stop some of those rotations that could even try and counter the Monty. Like, for example, you put an air jab on a doorway and then have Monty stand in the doorway. Yeah, if he backs up and anyone tries to push him, they're just going to hit those air jabs and it's a free kill. So, I mean, I like the possibilities with the lineup here from Penta, but they haven't shown a lot of strength so far outside of just raw fragging last round.
And even then, that was Crunch. You put a Crunch on Ash, he'll do work.
I mean, you put most people on Ash and they'll generally do work.
Don't tell anyone. A lot of people think that, you know,
high skill operator.
No.
Born into it.
They just born into it. They don't realize that most people that are now support players were born off of being Ash Jaeger mains, and because that's where you learn how to actually shoot, and then you move on to other roles. You still have to know how to shoot in Pro League, right? It's not like suddenly you're just gonna learn to be a better player off of no experience. Definitely the two operators that ease it up. Yannick's will destroy a bit of utility here with a shock drone, as well as another one here to use up. And Hungry on the cross make sure nobody shoots him from the windows as he ferries his way very nonchalantly
あっち見ていて、テピンですね。
enter in 2.
I like some of the use of that shock drone there, but I don't know if that was necessarily worth it. I mean, yeah, clearing out the ADS behind that bar is definitely helpful in terms of getting some utility over it. And the mute jammer, it's not
入るの
really
良くないですね。
just to stop running.
今危なかった。正直 EG キルが生まれる瞬寸前って感じでしたね。
That's utility that can be used elsewhere, whereas the shock drone gets 5, shocks for a reason. You want to use as many of those as possible. Last, still trying to kind of get an idea where the roamers are manually with the drone rather than just face checking footprints.
Penta are the enemy's literally the only person. Well, Crunch now finally actually comes in, but enemy was the only one anywhere close. Oh, here we go. Okay, anywhere close on the roam far away, or on the roam clear. And sure, yeah, it's a nomad, but to kind of have somebody with you to help you up. Now, this is good from Penta. It took them a long time to get this done, but they finally have the Monty to come in and clear the lounge, clear the bedroom. He's looking around for any goo mines. Very smart of him. He takes a bit of damage, and there is a Legion in front, so he's got to be very careful. As you see, the Meister Evil Eye being destroyed from behind secretly. Sure that there's somebody near him to fight against him and try to take him away. As the Monty gets up close and personal, all the holes have been opened up against him, and he goes for the fight. The pistol whipped up by the Monty, but at least secretly is just wasting so much time. They still haven't taken him away. The goo mines are recharging as we speak. The impact grenade thrown right into the Monty, but that shield will block all incoming damage. And finally, secretly will go down. There's 15 seconds left. God damn it. Hungry. Finally eliminated, but damage down onto the defense a bit more. And now the diffuser's on its own. On the other side of the map, Renewals will fire on and he does damage on the edge. He'll walk right into Fiddling. That's one kill for him. Shotgun up in hand, and he goes in for the kill. Chaos has been eliminated, and Chaos secure the round.
もう
For Penta Sports as it just took
突っ込むしかなくなってますね。とりあえずもう突撃しようみたいな感じになっちゃってますね。
It's a nice idea to walk the Monty around to clear stuff out. But when he just becomes useless towards the end and helping the plant get down, remember I was talking about all the different ways it can help the plant get down? That was not one of them.
これはちょっと良くないですね。
If you're doing that in the first minute, awesome. That's spectacular. Clearing it out, pushing pressure on the Legion in the first minute, great. When there's 15 seconds left and you finally kill him, very, very much not great.
戦略
Not the play there, so.
とかそういうものが通用してない感じがしますね。
I mean, if LFO's match was any indication, Chaos just can close this out in the next 2 rounds, potentially. We'll see. We are going to have Penta's defense starting on Hookah first, rather than Bar, which we saw from Chaos. They are going to be bringing a similar lineup to what we saw in Chaos. Their big difference is
防衛がやっぱりどれだけできるかですけど、ちょっと1対5になっちゃってんでね。精神的にも苦しいし、ちょっと苦しいですね、本当に。あとロースター変わった？やっぱレバンだったよな。
I mean, Lion was
Lion was banned. I'm thinking of it earlier in these rounds.
Gosh darn it. That was brought up early on.
Bossもいない。
Well, it's not that blurry. It's very colorful, actually. But
2人変わってんのか。
I know you hate me too.
エネミー、ブラース、ハングリーだもんな。
When they were on their attacking side.
レバン、サーボスがいないのか。
For a couple rounds. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But it
な
wasn't
んかあっ
really
たのかな。
it didn't really do much. I think once they were able to capitalize.
ちょっとね、なんか本当にいわゆるランクマッチみたいなプレーですから、モンタの合流しとかね。ちょっとこう意図が全然感じられないですよね、あんまり。まあ詰めるから後ろをこう押さえといてみたいなビップとかのさっきの最後の攻めは良かったですけど、あれ以外がちょっとあんまりいいシーンというのが
So the earlier you get that kill, the better.
見られないで
Here's
す
the
ね。
E1D to make things a bit easier for Vidalin and freeze the player upstairs in the small bar in place.
危ない
That was the second E1D as well, so it only leaves one for the execute. Or no, actually, I don't know
E1D
if
があっ
Red
た
Group
ら
had
今
it
キル
left.
できてたのにって
Saw
言
it
ってます
on.
ね
You were very correct.
おそらく
Don't doubt yourself, Devin. Be proud of who you are.
I can't. I'm so ashamed.
Believe in yourself.
No.
You know, there's nothing called a mistake as long as you learn something from it. I love Bob Ross.
That's the problem.
It was a national treasure. International treasure, actually. That's it. Cripps is waiting right outside for Aqua to dive into the site the instant he gets information from his teammates, and very smartly from Chaos, they don't have him as their spearhead with the diffuser, which is pretty darn good. So you don't want him to die.
いやこれはちょっと囲い込みができちゃってるからケイオスがだいぶ有利だと思うな。ねえ入っちゃうよね。ああでもまあいちいち交換できたとはいえねえでしょ。やっぱ陣形を見れば大体わかるんですよ。攻めが成功するかどうか。やっぱりね戦略が大事なゲームだなと思いますね。陣形を見ただけで攻めが成立するかどうかわかる。うん。もちろん初動ではわかんないですけどね。
You know, it doesn't really speak as well.
No, right now with Sisu, I don't think you can use them as an example for anything. Except for losing.
Example for Red Devils to see that they're not the only ones.
厳しいっすね。ちょっとこれはもう、まあ2人入れ替わってるから何かあったのかな。うん。
Line getting snuck out again here. Red Groove instead of the IQ.
手ぐらいですね。
From Blast. I don't think that's going to be the game changer you need here. Not sure what the mentality is other than maybe playing some long angles, but it's just they need a much bigger change. I mean, yes, this is only their second defense, but it's probably their last the way things are going down. Although I said that before in the last match, and there was at least one defense won by Navi before they finally lost. Renewals though with 10 already up in those double digits doing quite well for his team.
いやロースター変更っていうよりは脱退の可能性ありますねこれね。まあでもペンタねずっと同じメンバーで結構長いことやってきたんでまああんま考えづらいというかクランチまあいろいろ見てみたんですけどやっぱこう違うんですよねポジションがエントリーではああコーチじゃないのかサブシストレスティチューサブメンバーですね多分
They are going to start putting some pressure on Aqua here pretty soon. No one behind the bar for them to have to clear out, so they just secure luggage, maybe throw some air jabs at the end of luggage towards white stairs. That's pretty, I think he's already done well. He's calling it early.
I mean, we had most of the round go through, so you won't see things as
they
do
in
in Latin
Latin
America usually.
I highly doubt that we're going to see any kind of rehost or anything.
Unless, of course, it's all up to admins.
Yeah, not our choice.
Timed out in teams.
Oh well, must have just had an internet issue, imagine, but
ブラスが落ちたのかな
Hishiba Inu tripped on.
あ、違うか
couldn't dodge the cable.
Okay. Jiggly with one on a Yannick's here. It's a 5v3, a big advantage, of course, for Chaos. And it's not looking great for Penta Sports. This is possibly the ultimate round of this matchup, best of one. Renewals watching from the outside. Chaos are taking their time for this. Crunch will find a call.
コーチ女の人でしたっけあの人かはいはいはいはいあの人ねあの人ねジェスかなはい
But anytime you can get the diffuse drop,
ジェスだ
that
ったか
tends
な。
to force people to rotate into positions that they
ジェ
weren't
スですね。
planning to play. And it really can slow down an attack, sometimes by a good 30 seconds, depending on who has to rotate. Like you see Renewals having to go a long way around, and they've had to adjust their pressure here onto Hookah because of that. But the important thing is they're putting pressure on Hookah, which is what I was saying, something we just were not seeing come out from PENTA.
Drone's gonna get picked up here, or
ブロンズじゃない。
by
あ
the
の
Twitch secretly setting up air jabs for later on in the round.
ブロン
Push should be coming
ブ
in
ロ
from
ン
Chaos here.
ブロン
PENTA are in a position to win this, however. They have the dog
ブロン
blast. If he's able to
これ
hold
何言
on
ってんだ
to
ろ
angles, then it can definitely work very well for them. With the Maestro and the amount
ブ
of
ロンド美女ですね。
bullets that he just has in the back of his magazine. You move in for
いやーこれはきついです
well,
よ
it's a refrag
だって
with
もう囲い込まれても
a 2v3 as Blast finds it. He
いや
can't
頑
heal
張って
himself, but
いや
knows what a beautiful
そ
flick.
こ抜かれないで
Secretly will find the info on a crunch. He's on the back.
いや
There's another
ー
one.
きつい
Chaos win round number
いや
8.
じじ
And they put it all on the board. That's their
いやー
victory.
これなんかあったな
Only
やっぱ
one
り
taken by
なんかあった
PENTA.
な
A 7-1 for the Swedes. That sure they came in fourth at DreamHack
ペ
Valencia,
ンタ
but
はなん
that's
かありましたね
they're
これきっ
facing
と
LFO, Rogue, and FaZe Clan. It's a lot.
So, I think lesson learned here for both G2 and PENTA is don't take them to coastline. I mean, it's just hard enough for them pretty clearly. Not
確かにね
one
ため
lane
息が出るよう
one.
な試合でしたね
Like I said, beating G2 on it is actually still pretty hard. They have a pretty good coastline generally, and then 7-1 against PENTA on it, pretty good. I mean, it's not Empire or LFO at this point, but at the same
う
time
んち
still.
ょっときついですね
There's
これ
a
は
strong play on that. Of course, that means it will be auto banned.
これはペンタは何かあったでしょうねきっ
You
と
know, hopefully the other team's smart, and whoever they're playing against on Playday number 7 decides to ban it against them.
Well, in Playday 6, Chaos are playing Sisu, so I don't think it matters what map.
ああこの段階でねなんかあるっていうのは相当厳しいですけど
They lost to PENTA on it before, so. But who are they playing Playday 7 though? Is what I wonder. Because they could play it.
Chaos play Na'Vi on Playday 7, which
They just played Coastline as well, so they will also have it freed up there.
まあ次の試合3日後
Next week, so unless whoever they play against plays it or whatever.
so again next week.
さらにその次の試合は今日から換算して10日後あるんでね
EU broadcasting, by the way.
あと2試合どうやって戦っていくのか
Next week the major qualifiers are
まあ
on,
ペン
and we're
タ
gonna
な
be
ん
casting
かしら
those
発
from
表
here.
あるかな
So it's not until the Monday after that we get to do Playday number 7 in 10 days.
G2 この後で
Just
す
a heads up for
ね
anybody watching there. There will be more shows next week. But you have our interview ready. So let's get it up on the board. Let's have a quick chat. And of course, oh, Crips, hello, my friend. How are you?
Hi.
Jenna.
Doing great.
クリップスだ
That's, I mean, you guys go off of a great performance at DreamHack
青年
Valencia.
っ
You
ぽい
get
感じがして
fourth in the tournament. You come in now to online
いやちょっと
plays
ね
a pro league.
さっきからずっと我慢してるんですけど咳がすごくてちょっと休もうかなと思ってます
I think just overall having them playing with two subs kind of ruined the game for them. It makes it a lot harder to play with subs, obviously. So with a normal lineup, I think it would be much closer.
Makes a lot of sense, and sure they do play with Crunch in the French nationals, but you don't really get the same level of training when you're preparing.
いやーちょっとペンタねまあちょっと
Your
そうだ
specific
な
lineup that you always run, and well, you guys have had an excellent game in this one.
まあ
Were you
ペンタだい
expecting
ぶ
Monty to be run at some
まあ
point
何
by
かしらあっ
PENTA,
たでしょう
or
ね
even having it in your back pocket as a last ditch?
まあケイオスも別にそんなにまあじゃあ弱いかと言われれば別にそうでもないですけど
They did that against us one round, I believe, in Valencia. So we kind of thought about it.
It was a pretty good strategy at the end there,
う
but
ん
I'm not sure what
戦
happened
略
around
性
number
も何
6,
も
because
正直
your Legion
攻めも防衛
was
も
playing on his own in
全然
Miles,
うまくいってなか
and
ったっ
Monty
ていうイ
was
メージ
just
だったん
pushing
で
I believe it was secretly in that position, and everybody was boxing him in. You guys weren't even able to help him in that situation.
なんかあったかなって気がしますけどね
He wasted around 30 or 40 seconds in the lounge that ultimately ended up winning you the round.
I think he basically just called out that he's getting pushed. I think other people just thinking they pushed from Aqua as well. So we just let him do his thing and
まあケイオスはね逆にまあこれ勝
I
負
think that's really the story for
勝ちを
Chaos
拾えたので
between
まあ、プロリーグのまあ今6位なんでね、やっぱりそのプロリーグの対流っていうところがね、結構まあ正直マウス結構今厳しいんで、ここでまあ勝ちを拾えたっていうのは、あと2戦ね、ラストマウスとネイビーが残ってるので、ケイオスはそういう意味ではね、大きい勝ちだったんじゃないかなと思いますけどね。対流への道をだいぶつなげられた勝ちだったかなという気はしますが、まあちょっとペンタね、心配ですね。正直チーム存続の危機ぐらいの、なんか体調不良とかだったら別にね、まあ昨日ありましたけど、昨日だっけ、体調不良とかだったらね、なんかいいですけど、だいぶちょっとね、まあ、連携も取れてなかったし、攻めも一方方向しかできてないし、ゴリ押ししかやってないしみたいな、そんな感じだったんで、だいぶね、防衛もね、全然ほぼ遊撃出てないみたいな感じでしたからね。うまく立ち回れてないんだろうなっていうのはだいぶ感じる試合でしたね。まあこれによってケイオスね、4位になったんで、まあ今1試合まだ行われて、バイタリティの試合が行われてないんでわかんないですけど、まあ G2 なんでね、バイタリティ今日の相手は結構厳しい試合になってくると思うので、順位ねこのまま変わんないかなっていう気がしますけどね。バイタリティが G2 に勝つっていうのはちょっとイメージあんまりできないんでね、まあ、今までのこう動きとかを見ている限りですけど、まあやっぱりなんといってもね、やっぱり G2 はなんだかんだ言って M 力もね兼ね揃えてますから、戦略だけじゃないというね意味ではというのと、やっぱり経験値とかね、個人のその能力的な部分ではね G2 はねまだまだやれてると思うので、戦略が強くしなくなってるだけで、そこのね動きというか見直しを求められているだけで、個人のね強さというところはやっぱりまだね全然、まあエイムが衰えたとかそういうわけじゃないんでね、そういう意味で言うと今ポイント数が4なのか、4だから7になると、まあ、4位が G2 になりますね。まあ、4位 G2 っていうのもなんかまあ衝撃的ですけど、まあ今の状況的に言うと、まあ4位 G2 だどうかなっていう感じがしますね。まあネイビーの次、確かにって感じですね。すごいしっくりくるネイビーの次って言われるとはい、というわけでね、まあ、ちょっと G2 バイタリティ今日あるんですけど、 G2 バイタリティとエンパイア、まあ、ギフというかまあマウススポーツあるんですけど、ちょっと今日は もうずっと咳を我慢してるみたいな感じなんで一旦終わりにしたいと思います。すいません。まあまたね、次は3日後か。16日って火曜だよな。あ、でも火曜の1時なのか。ってことは、僕火曜有給なんですよね。何の話だって話なんですけど。一応放送できるっちゃできるな。もしかしたらやるかもしれないです。はい。LSE と D2 当たんのか。でも4時45分だからな。はい、ありがとうございます。すいません。というわけでね、今日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。また、よかったら見に来てください。はい。ブラムでした。ご視聴ありがとうございます。